Here's something a lot of people get wrong about upgrades in tech. Bigger changes don't always mean better products, and that's exactly the situation with the Bose Quiet Comfort Ultra Earbuds 2nd generation, the newest flagship earbuds from Bose. On paper, this looks like a minor refresh, and if you're expecting some dramatic reinvention, you might walk away disappointed. But once you look closer at what actually changed, I don't think that's the right way to view this release at all. In this video, I'm breaking down exactly what's different, what stayed the same, and whether upgrading makes sense for you. Stick around because the most interesting part of this story isn't even about noise cancellation. Visually, if you lined up the original Bose Quiet Comfort Ultra Earbuds next to this 2nd generation model, most people wouldn't spot a difference. The shape is the same, the chunky earbud design is the same, and yes, if you have smaller ears, that's still going to be a consideration here. But look closer at the nozzle, and you'll notice a small earwax guard that wasn't there before, a tiny addition that speaks to long-term durability rather than flashy marketing. Bose still includes 3 sizes of stability bands and ear tips, which makes getting a secure seal easier than a lot of competitors manage. Just be careful when pulling these out of your ears because that stability band can shift and actually block the charging case if you're not paying attention. The touch controls on the back are unchanged too, but paired with the Bose app, you get real customization over listening modes in assistant behavior. Now here's where things get genuinely interesting. Exciting, wireless charging has finally made its way into the case, and for anyone who's ever fumbled with a charging cable at the worst possible moment, that's a bigger quality of life upgrade than it sounds. Under the hood, these earbuds also support aptX lossless through Snapdragon sound, which matters if your phone runs a recent Qualcomm chip and you actually care about high-resolution audio. Thoughtfully, there's also an upgraded transparency mode designed to soften sudden loud sounds around you, similar in spirit to what Apple has done with AirPods Pro. Impassively, it's a small feature on paper, but for anyone walking busy streets or commuting daily, it's the kind of thing you'd notice fast.
Let's talk about the thing Bose built its entire reputation on: noise cancellation. According to reviews, these earbuds cut external noise by roughly 85%, which would put them near the top of the entire wireless earbud category right now. Combined with the improved seal from the ovoid nozzle design, isolation on airplanes or in loud environments is said to be excellent. But then there's the EQ, and this is where the enthusiasm cools off a bit. Bose still uses a basic 3-band EQ with no labeled frequencies, so adjusting sound to your taste reportedly feels like guessing in the dark. If the default tuning doesn't match your preference, you might be stuck since the tools to fix that simply aren't precise enough. Pricing starts at $299, and for what you're getting, that feels fair. If you already own the 1st generation model, this isn't a must-buy since the core experience barely shifts. But if you're coming from an older pair of earbuds or a different brand entirely, this looks like a genuinely strong flagship option, especially if default sound signatures usually work for you. The real deciding factor isn't features, it's whether you trust Bose's tuning out of the box. At the end of the day though, this looks like a smart, subtle refresh rather than a flashy reinvention, and sometimes that's exactly the right move. Would you rather brands take bigger risks each generation or perfect what already works? Let me know in the comments, drop a like if this helped, and subscribe for more honest tech breakdowns. Sometimes the quietest updates end up being the smartest ones.